Funny story about Nathan and I want to say it was junior or senior year. It was definitely older. Nathan and I hadn't made it official. We were best friends. He would always tell me, hey, I'm gonna marry you one day. I'm just not ready to commit. And so I was like, well, you get nothing else like until you're ready to commit. Like, sorry, bro. We're best friends and all that, but that's it. And so we were always together. But anyways, there was one day I was riding with my friend and I was gonna stop by Nathan's house, and he like opened the door and he's like, ooh, this is awkward. And I was like, what? And he's like, this one girl, we'll call her N, is coming over right now. She had asked Nathan to go with her to her prom. And like a month back, my cousin had asked me to go with his friend to prom, who I didn't like at all, but I just was doing him kind of a favor. I was like, sure. But when I had asked Nathan, Nathan's like, if you go to this guy's prom, like I'm gonna go with this one person if they ask me. I had already said yes. I knew that I would have said no, but like, as long as you don't take her to your prom, I'm not taking anyone else to my prom besides you. And he's like, okay, sounds good. So anyway, so I go to Nathan's house. This girl M is about to be here to bring me her like pass to go to a different school dance. And I was like, oh, and he's like, you can come in and hang out if you want. And I'm like, yeah, no, I'm good. Like, I'm gonna leave. And so I left. Instead of leaving, my friend got in the car, we drove around the corner, and I was like, we just have to see this girl. So we got out and we went and hid in the bush. You have to tell me, like when she pulls up, tell me if, you know, what she looks like. Is his mom and dad talking to her? And when you yell avalanche, we'll run to the car. We're in our soccer practice clothes and all sweaty and our hair was gross. So I was like, if we miss, we'll just pretend like we're running, you know, like we're just like on a jog. They roll up, it's a bunch of girls in the car, and my friend's like, his parents aren't acknowledging her. Nathan's just like talking to her outside and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, okay, cool. Well, then she yells avalanche. So we go to run to the car and we're like, ooh, it wasn't them, it was somebody else. We get back into the bush and we're like, okay, by the time we get back in the bush, she's turning the corner. So she's like, oh no, like we missed the time frame. So we just start running and the girl turns the corner and she sees us getting out of the bush, and she must have known who I was. So she starts like screaming and yelling and saying things and like laughing and stuff. Oh my God. So I'm back in the car with my friend, and we were like not rowdy girls. Like we went to a Christian school. I was pretty like conservative. So we're like in the car. I was so embarrassed. And these girls roll up next to us and they're all in there and they're one are yelling mean things at us and all this stuff and laughing at us. And I'm like, so I text Nathan because I'm thinking like, they're gonna obviously tell him that there's some girl in your bush watching you. Also, like Nathan and I have been best friends since we were 12 years old. So Nathan knows me like better than anybody. Text him like, remember when I said I was leaving? And he's like, yeah. And I'm like, well, like I didn't actually leave. I was in your bush watching you, and M just saw me. And he started busting up laughing, and the text is like, oh my gosh, like I totally knew he would do something like that. I was like, it was so embarrassing. But I kind of think he ended up liking me a little bit more from it.